Welcome to News Now, Alberta. This is Special Ed. Well, back to the Freedom Convoy as another trial ends. The trial of Anthony Olienick and Chris Carbert, who were in jail for conspiracy to commit murder on police officers.
The trial is on for two men charged with conspiracy to commit murder of RCMP officers during the Coutts border blockade back in 2022. Police say Chris Carbert and Anthony Olienick not only planned to kill them, but also had a cache of guns when they were arrested 2 years ago. BCN's Landon Hickok is at the Lethbridge Courthouse and has more. Landon?
Thanks, Hal. I can confirm that the trial is underway as of 10 a.m. this morning. The two men, known as Chris Carbert and Anthony Olienick, are being charged with conspiracy to murder RCMP officers back on February 14, 2022, what we commonly known as the Freedom Convoy at the Coutts border crossing.
I believe it took too long to come to trial. 843 days to the beginning of the trial, with these men in remand, which is almost like prison, is too long for them to be locked up if they are found innocent. But even if they're not found innocent, they're innocent until proven guilty. I think law has changed in the recent times.
Just to bring you back up to speed, in the winter of 2022, on February 14th, RCMP officers raided multiple trailers and retrieved 15 firearms, ammunition, and body armor. The four men in question, Chris Carbert, Anthony Olienick, which are being tried today, and Christopher Lysick and Jerry Morin, which were charged back in February of this year, were all charged with conspiracy to murder police officers back at the Coutts border crossing.
They went to trial when a trailer full of guns were found, and even a pipe bomb was found 200 miles away on a farm, was brought in on their charges. More guns, ammunition, and two pipe bombs were located at Olienick's home in Clarisholm, Alberta. So when you see the picture with all the guns, it wasn't all at the rally, but cops wanted to make it seem that way. The men spent over 900 days in jail before their trial started. This was just to send a message in case they were found innocent. So they were guilty before proven guilty. This was just a show of force by the government.
It was an audible reaction in an already tense Lethbridge courtroom. Gasps could be heard as Justice David Lebrenz delivered the fate of Chris Carbert and Anthony Olienick. Both men were convicted of mischief and possession of a firearm dangerous to the public peace, and Olienick was also found guilty of possession of a pipe bomb. Last month, the jury found the men not guilty of conspiracy to murder police officers at the Coutts blockade. While Crown pushed for the two men to serve 9-year sentences, defense had urged the judge to sentence Carbert and Olienick to time already served.
There's general deterrence, which is basically setting an example for the general public. And effectively what I took from the judge's reasons is that the sentence was so high in order to send a message to the public, you can't do this. It was not just about Mr. Carbert.
As you would know, I do believe that this was a political prosecution, and that certainly came through in the sentence.
Both lawyers say they plan to appeal the conviction and the sentence. Marco
Guilty and 6.5 years in jail to show others to prove a point. It wasn't about the guns. This was about standing up to the government. The jury found them not guilty of the most serious charge they faced, conspiracy to murder police officers. There was no proof of this. This was paranoia from the police, thinking everyone is out to get them. Mr. Carbert and Mr. Olienick believed they were at war. They were prepared to die for their cause. The very real risk is that a firefight would have occurred, the Crown said. There was again no proof of this. Carbert's lawyer, Catherine Bayak, said she's not suggesting that what her client did was in a dangerous situation, but said there was no guarantee there would have been a shootout with police. Christopher Lysick was sentenced to 3 years for possession of a restricted firearm in an unauthorized place. Jerry Morin was sentenced to 3.5 years for conspiracy to traffic firearms. Do you think this was a harsh just for having weapons? Remember, that is the only charge that stuck. Let me know in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.